Hi guys, today I'm going to be making something Asian inspired. I'll be making orange chicken. Take a look at it. I can smell the flavor of the orange bursting out of this dish right now. This tastes so good. It's spicy but sweet at the same time. You're watching The Bear Pantry Show. Here are the ingredients that we're going to need. A cup and a half of orange juice, and this is the one without the pulp. A cup of water, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And let me tell you something about soy sauce. It all has MSG in it, okay? Once they start hydrolyzing or modifying the protein, then it has MSG. So what I did was the best I could do. I got the light one that has less sodium, so at least it's healthier for the children. But I won't be able to eat this dish today because I know that it has MSG. That's why I don't eat anything that's Asian inspired. So in the future, I'm gonna have to learn how to make my own soy sauce. But for today, I want this to go pretty quickly, so we're gonna use from the bottle, okay? This is 2 tablespoons of distilled white vinegar, a teaspoon of red crushed peppers, and you can change this out for sriracha if you're into that, but I would get disowned if I use sriracha because you know Daddy sells Mary Sharps. And this is a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of minced up garlic, and I buy it in a bottle like that. And then over here I'm keeping this separate because this goes in later to thicken the pot. This is 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and a tablespoon of cornstarch and another cup of water. I'm going to mix this down and put it in there as a thickener. Take a look over here. This is for garnishment, and of course you can use the toasted sesame seeds too on top, but we're not going to do that because Jory doesn't like seeds. And this is a teaspoon of the zest of this orange, and I use the smaller side of my grater to do that. And I'm using the chicken tenderloins, which is part of the breast. And I'm going to go ahead and get this washed with some distilled white vinegar right now, and then diced up into little pieces. And when I come back, we're going to get started on preparing the chicken part first, and then we're going to do the marinade and then blend the two together. Let's get started. So in this first plate, I have the flour seasoned with some salt and black pepper, and I'm using my right hand only to just coat the pieces of chicken before I dump it into the egg wash. And I use my left hand, so I'm going to have a wet hand and a dry hand, okay? So after I get it coated really well, I dump the pieces in this other plate that I have flour seasoned again with just salt and black pepper. So this is double coating, and we have to do this to all the pieces of chicken. So at some point I'm going to bring Joe in to help me do this part while I get to frying, alright? So let's move over to the stove, and I have my skillet ready with some hot oil, and I put the pieces in, and they're only going to fry for a few minutes on each side until they become goldeny brown. See, I'm messing with it right here, and look at the first batch that's ready. And now Joe's helping me out behind the scenes. Now take a look at the marinade. This is the orange juice I'm adding to a huge skillet, and then the water and the soy sauce. I really wish I could make my own so I could eat this dish. The distilled white vinegar and the red crushed peppers. And this is the cinnamon with the garlic, the minced garlic, and I'm just making it into a little paste before I dump it in here. And I just give this a stir, and it's on high heat right now. And I bring it to a boil, and it doesn't take any time at all, like 5 minutes. Now I'm going to thicken it. I'm adding the cornstarch, the brown sugar into the water to just make a thickener. I put my zest in, and I break it up because the zest kind of went in there clumpy. I'm adding the thickener, and then at this point I'm going to put all the pieces of the chicken. So I'm so glad that Joe came in and helped because he fried all the rest for me, and it's a lot, okay? So dump it in because I used the whole package. Dump all the pieces in. There's still more to come, guys. It's more. It's going to be a big dish today. And just go ahead and let this reduce down. Don't add any more liquid. Look, see? Gorgeous. Now take a look. This time to garnish it with either sesame seed and the green onions, or both. I put the green onions. Don't forget to check out my website to purchase copies of any of the books. Go to bearpantryshow.com and click on the store tab. Alright guys, so it took a little bit of time because that amount of cutlets that we had got cut up into a lot of little pieces. So while I was doing the coating and the dredge and the coating, I had Joe come in and fry them as we went along. So I was really grateful for his help. So after I did all the spices in the pan and it started stewing down, it smells so good. Then I dumped the chicken pieces in, and I just had it go for like maybe 5 more minutes until it got reduced down, and then it was done. What a wonderful, wonderful menu. Easy to make, takes a little bit of time, so get some help if you can. You know what I should have done? Fry everything in a big pot. and not just do the little pot. But you know, you learn as you go. Jada did this dish before last week, and so now it's time for me to try it. This is the first time I made it, and I'm really excited. And Jada's stealing right now with her chopsticks. I'm gonna get a camera on her. But this is a wonderful dish. A word about MSG. I don't want to get on a soapbox and tell you guys what to do about MSG, but for me personally, MSG really plays a number on my body. The minute I eat stuff that has MSG in it, I start feeling a tightness in my chest, like if there's water around my heart or something. And then I get blurred vision, I get this massive headache, and then I get thirsty and I drink a lot, and then I don't eliminate the water, and then pretty soon I've got swelling in the fingers and it's bad. It's bad. So I don't do MSG. I haven't eaten Chinese food in 10 years since I found out that everything that they use have MSG. The soy sauce, the sweet and sour sauce, everything has MSG. So this one I won't be able to eat, but I'll see if Jada will come taste on camera in a little while for us because she's stealing right now. But I'm going to learn how to make my soy sauce from scratch, and then I'll make this again, and then I'll be able to eat it. So thanks a lot for watching. If you liked the video, hit like below. Share it for me, please, because that's how the word gets out. Thank you for picking up the books. And until I see you guys again, take care. Does it taste good? Mm-hmm. Joshua said it looked legit, so that was like a good compliment.
It does look legit. And I need a plate, please.
I'm gonna have to serve this over a bed of white rice. White rice.
White